Now, as fashion's biggest night, the Met Gala honors the creativity that fills the industry. Every Met has its own theme, and the 2021 paid tribute to the ingenuity of American style. Now, guests didn't have to wear a piece from a homegrown label, but their looks had to reflect America's gusty, adventurous, sartorial spirit. And that freedom allowed for a range of interpretations, making this year's red carpet one of the most exciting and unpredictable to date. Of course, I'm not alone, so let's get right to the fun. Of course, I have Moluku. Thank you for joining me today on Rise 360.
Thank you for having me, Kachi.
Absolutely. And I've got Seve. I'm going to call you Seve today, but please, let's get the pronunciation correct.
It's Seve.
Seve.
Yes,
okay, Seve. Great. So, fashion designer, stylist, as you can see. Vitalis has made a lot of my dresses, my Oscar dresses, for instance. He designed it. Styled me a lot. So, these are people that I absolutely trust. So, before we get into the looks, let's talk about the fashion. What are your thoughts on, let me begin with you, Seve. The Met Gala 2021, the various looks on the red carpet. What do you think about them?
I think they were able to touch integral parts of American history, which reflected in the designers coming to work a lot. So they did a very wonderful job, actually.
Okay. Your thoughts?
I saw somewhere, and I second the motion, that it had a lot to do with people's sentiment and how they felt, rather than practicality for some of the looks on the at the Met Gala. But then again, well, it showed everyone's representation of what American fashion is to them.
Yeah.
Both on the designer's part and those wearing, the celebrities wearing their clothes as well.
Well, let's now take a look at the designers. Let's have a look at the first, who actually is Gabrielle Union. Now, this is Gabrielle Union's outfit for the Met Gala, and I have to say that this was definitely, let me have you guys begin. Gabrielle Union's outfit, what did you think about it?
It wasn't one of my favorites, though. I kept trying to understand where the disc, what the origin of the disc was, how to, merge it with American fashion. But then again, I understand that American fashion evolves. Fashion has evolved from one level to another, influenced by different things, diverse cultures. So maybe that was what influenced this. Some futuristic aspect of fashion.
It actually took, she said 1,400 hours to produce this dress. And I can only imagine how long it took. I think Gabrielle Union is a very, very beautiful woman.
Oh, she is. So she carried it well.
She did, but I just didn't like the fact that the dress looked like something out of a Medusa-themed film.
Well, sci-fi.
Something sci-fi. Yeah. The thing is, again, like you always say, lexicon of fashion, how this represented that. But it is definitely artistic, and you have to give it to the Americans. When it comes to fashion, they can be very artistic.
Yes.
Vitalis, how did you feel about this look?
Just as you said, I feel they were trying to be very artistic about it. There's nothing that spoke to me concerning the American history coming from my own angle. There's nothing, but still, that's why most times I tell people that I don't like to bash designers, because I understand how much time and effort they go into production. Yes. So it's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece, and it's avant-garde. So
in every way.
Okay, next. Now let's take a look at the next look from the Met Gala. Of course, let's find out who that celebrity will be. Oh yes, one of our faves, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. First of all, ASAP Rocky looked like he rolled out of bed and said, "Oh my goodness, it's the Met Gala. Oof, I gotta go. The weather's really cold today in New York as well. I'm just gonna wrap myself up.
Something colorful.
Exactly, something colorful." Thoughts on this?
Regarding just ASAP or both of them?
Well, both of them, ASAP and Rihanna.
Okay, so I get to understand that she's coming from the history of the black people, with the hoodies and everything. So this is supposed to be like an oversized version of a parka. So a hoodie and then a beanie for black people. But it still isn't one of my favorite looks. Then for ASAP, well, it's just, all I'm seeing is a quilt, like a really nice, colorful quilt right there.
Well, would you pull this off? Would you?
For ASAP, what I think he didn't really have to bother, because he felt he had Rihanna by his side.
Why do they always do that? Have you noticed that?
The men just
exactly like when Kim and Kanye are on the red carpet together, Kanye doesn't even bother because Kim is all glam. So I feel this is what happened here as well.
Yeah, we understand that ASAP is a phenomenal dresser. He looks good 247. You understand? So with Rihanna by his side, he didn't have to do so much.
This time.
Yeah, this time around,
did you see the part where he took the quilt off?
I'm sure, and everyone was most likely thinking, oh, what's going to be?
Maybe
we're going to have a Lil Nas moment. And then it's like, okay.
And then we're just like, so wait, underneath the quilt was a suit. You see why I said I genuinely think he woke up and said, oh my goodness, babe, It's the Met Gala. But I'm really cold. You know, I'm just going to put this quill over and I'm just
And
going
you're
to,
going to shine for us.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, Rihanna, I would be honest to say that this was definitely artistic.
But
I don't understand.
It's not her best look.
Yeah.
It isn't.
It isn't.
And I think Rihanna hasn't had a lot of good years on the red carpet when it comes to the Met Gala. Remember the egg dress, the yellow egg dress that was really, really long? I mean, the Met Gala, I would say, is
but
not...
a lot of people have mixed feelings. Some
About
people,
some people liked it.
Some people feel she's literally like the favorite part of, you know, the Met Gala.
Being honest, most times everyone looks out for Rihanna.
Yes, how she's going to turn up.
And
Either
Kim
as a
Kardashian, yeah.
I love the jewelry. I mean, Tiffany
was
& Co.
everything.
Beautiful. But the outfits, you can tell it has a fishtail. But let's take a look at the next look. Let's just move on from this. They're cute together, though.
Why? Okay.
In 1 minute, we love Tracy Ellis Ross. Let's just begin by saying that. We absolutely love her.
With all my heart and
Yes.
every bit of me, I love her. But I was just wondering what happened this year. And she's one person I actually was looking forward to seeing how would she show up. Although I know she said one of her inspirations was Grace Jones for the hair, but then there was a bit of a disconnect for me because Grace Jones was like structure, order. This has some fluff.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering what's going on. It's more Cleopatra. Oh, come back, don't go, come back.
I know. I would be honest to say that I do not like this look at all. This is definitely one of my worst looks. We're going to head out to a quick break on Arise 360. We're not done talking about the fashion from everything that happened at the Met Gala. Stay with us. We'll be right back. You are welcome back to Arise 360. My name is Kachi Ofi and I'm not alone today on the show. I've got Emma Moloku and I've got Seve, and together we're looking at the fashion from the Met Gala, the ones everyone's been talking about. So let's get right back to it with Kim Kardashian. I have to be honest that I genuinely believe this look is fire. Yes, she's in Balenciaga. This look for me, it has so much power in it. Like, I don't have to show my face. I don't have to show my body. She spent all her life showing her body. This is a look that she did not have to show anything, and everybody was screaming, Kim, Kim. They just knew who it was. And I felt it was just powerful. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Just
as Iman has said earlier, that Rihanna was trying to represent the black people, and since Kim also has mixed race children, I feel this represents the black community also.
Really?
Then secondly, most people do not understand, but she's wearing an overall t-shirt, and you cannot talk about the American system without talking about the American fashion industry without talking about the t-shirt. If you look closely, you can see that. So that's an overall t-shirt, and obviously I think Kanye styled her.
I definitely did not see that.
Yes, I was like,
Kanye, no, I think maybe Kanye inspired, but Kanye definitely didn't style Kim. What? I mean, he just unfollowed her. I don't think he did. I mean, what do you think about this?
Okay. For this one, it's still not. I'm still waiting for my favorite. This is nice. It's different for her, and
yeah, it is.
My thought is that she knew this would break the internet, and she's doing that and leaving everyone confused and spiraling and wondering what inspired this. That's it. But I don't know.
Okay, next, I think I have your fave coming up next. Let's take a look at the next, celebrity that we had on the carpet, Iman. I think this goes without. See, look, just. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let you have the floor. On this one.
Like, this has everything: culture, heritage, you know, just going in American fashion. That hairpiece just reminds me of the Red Indians.
Yes.
I can think of them. I can think of, the journey to becoming fully American, the way most people have traveled, and then fashion as well. It was beautiful. The colors were perfect on his skin, the style, the feathers, everything came together perfectly well. I really loved it, and she carried it so well.
She did. I think for me it was, so well. Let's celebrate fashion, the lexicon of fashion, but let's also make it stylish and classy. Yes. And I don't think our next person did justice to that. Let's take a look at who we have next. God. I'm worried for. Oh no, actually it's not Lupita. Lupita did. I thought it was Kim Petras.
No, Lupita was beautiful.
Now here's the thing with Lupita's look.
So good.
That I don't understand. A lot of people have celebrated Lupita. It's beautiful, by the way. But let's understand she's wearing denim.
Yes,
a lot of people
denim,
said, oh, she's also trying to give an ode to African fashion as well, which has also become a major part of American fashion. But I'm looking at this and I'm telling myself, this is denim. This is not Ankara. This is not Adire.
Okay,
this is
I
denim.
don't understand that logic.
Yes, though she was being celebrated
If you're saying
for doing that.
American, purely, she got it in every way. You know, the denim and mixing it with the other fabrics. You know, so bringing like old Hollywood and then just mixing it and merging it. Yeah, so old Hollywood glam. But I can't say anything African here. Even the hair is like Bridgerton.
Exactly.
No, but the hair is not. It's like Bridgerton. It's like going back in time. So,
exactly. This is just pure. Because you know how we always try to do that thing on the red carpet. Oh, this person is celebrating African fashion.
Nah,
this
not here.
was not here. Let's take a look at who we have next on this one. Oh yes. Shall we just move on?
No. Next.
Shall we just? No. But let us talk. Okay. Well, so I mean, that was really. I think that's the worst look. Kim Petras' look
had
was
a horse over her boobs.
Yes.
It was just like, what's going on, girl? And then the dress represented an orchard and a ranch.
But you know what? On another note, Emma, we're talking lexicon of fashion here.
Yes.
Maybe she could have done better in terms of the styling, making it like Iman did.
Yes.
Do what you gotta do, but make it classy.
Incorporating it in some way, but
at the end of the day, I still feel Met Gala is all about representation.
Yes,
and
it is.
Also, it's all
so
about.
Someone said.
Designers coming out to showcase their best work, doing everything that's
Someone
avant-garde.
said
So
that
I think she came through with this.
Maybe
look.
what this was finally American horse girls are getting representation.
Well, maybe but for me, it's the horse is definitely the center of attraction on this one. But let's talk about Billie Eilish, who we have coming up next. Billie Eilish. First of all, this is Billie Eilish bad guy. She is a princess. Billie Eilish is the same person who's always talking about she never wants to conform. She never wants to be seen as the girly girl. Green hair, baggy clothes. Billie Eilish. Claw like nails.
Yeah.
Green and black hair. No transition. Block colors, green then black. I mean, if it transitioned, I would understand. This is Billie Eilish in blonde hair and my God.
And a beautiful dress.
They did a marvelous job.
Yes, and they said one of the people that inspired this look was Grace Kelly.
Yeah.
The glam and that class and
there was also Marilyn Monroe.
On the
yes,
hair.
for the hair. Yes. And this is exceptional. Personally, I really hope she just sticks to the dresses. She's so beautiful.
No, Billie is not going to stick with it.
And gorgeous.
This is the one
I think
she's trying to show that she can get to this side also.
Yes, I think she's trying to let the world know, okay,
If
guys,
she
you guys can
wants to.
stop talking.
Yes.
I can be this girly girl you all want me to, but she's so beautiful.
She is. She looks spectacular.
She does.
Demure, you know.
Yes, and she carries it so well.
The colors, everything was just perfect.
Well, bye, Billie. Let's move on.
on.
Naomi Osaka. Why? Just
Okie dokie.
why?
I think she was representing where she's
Representing.
coming from.
Is that what they asked you to do?
Was
that the assignment?
This to me is an exaggerated kimono with the belts by the waistline and a little bit of ruffles here and there.
Look at those
so
shoes.
these are deconstructed to.
Yeah, it's deconstructed. But I said maybe would have enjoyed this more if she even just stuck to maybe the colors of the flag, you know, the star spangled, those colors, the blues and the reds. So I was saying even if she had the kimono in white and the inner in the blue and then still had the red sash, maybe there would have been a way to marry, but there's some form of a disconnect here for me.
I like her hairdo.
Her hair.
I like the hair. I love the makeup.
I think
I love what she
one of
has
the best
inside.
parts.
I think it could have worked without the little whatever cape that she has or hand glove. You know what? Let's move on. Naomi Osaka, we love, but this didn't work.
I like the boots because it connects with her, not representation. We're just talking about representation, Gen Z.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next person real quick. Lil Nas X. I'm sorry. I know Lil Nas X is not a lot of people's fave right now because of Montero and the Nike blood shoes. But we have to give it to Lil Nas X. He is a diva. He reminds me of the younger version of Billy Porter. I feel he's on that same trajectory as well. He's come out about his sexuality. Yes, he's been criticized, but he's owning it and he is loving it as well. And he is black. So imagine the hate that's coming at him, but he's just like, I don't care. But this, for me, the three thing vibe, the little sparkle by his eye. I loved it.
This look is everything. The whole looks are everything to me.
Yeah. Okay, so now
Because he
he's
was
taking
able
off
to
the
portray
cape.
everything.
Yes, because basically I would call this layering, just
Yes.
in three forms.
Exactly.
That's what he had. I love the first part, you know, like the coat. It reminded me of royalty, British royalty, English royalty. And the second part, the armor. Well,
Yeah, he is like a...
Yeah, the armor
He's fought a lot
represents.
of
it's so
battles.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
America
yes.
has fought a lot of
So
battles
he's
as well.
victorious.
He's
I want to
victorious.
say, yeah, he's come up victorious.
Yes.
It's also from a movie cast when you're thinking about the Star Trek. Is it the Star Trek?
Okay, so let's.
Where they have-
I think it's a minute before we get to the next one, but definitely Lil Nas X came out in every way, shape, and form for the Met Gala 2021.
Then the last look also he had.
Yeah, the last look was a lot more sheer. It goes into
It was
you know.
just a jumpsuit.
Yeah, it was just. But he did good. Let's take one final look and then head out to a quick break. Let's take the next look. Jennifer Lopez. Okay, so let's hold our breath. We're going to take another break on Arise 360. When we get back to the show, we're going to be wrapping this segment up with Jennifer Lopez and whether or not that look really showed out. Stay with us. We'll be back. Thank you for sticking with us. You're still watching Arise 360. And today on Arise 360, we're very fashionable. We're talking about the Met Gala. Everyone's been talking about it. I mean, we have spoken about it, but we just had to give it some extra attention because there were so many amazing looks that, of course, I just wouldn't do justice if I just told you how I felt about it alone. So I did something that I think you would love. I brought you a stylist and a designer. So we have Moluku and of course we have Seve, and we've all been looking at the looks. Now we are on Jennifer Lopez, and I have to apologize because I didn't like this look, but now you've made it make sense. So let's do that process again. Tell us about this.
Okay, so I could literally deconstruct every aspect of this look. I feel she brought the Wild Wild West here, but I like to call her the cowgirl siren, you know, like the siren cowgirl, because we can see all the fit and, you know, all of her curves going in that dress. But the color pays homage to the West. It's brown. I like the belt, the leather infusion. Even her neck piece had a bit of the leather or a lot of the leather and then some bits of the silver. So all I can think about is the cowboy boots that they wore way back that had like the silver plating behind, you know. Even the and the hat. So she definitely brought it. The theme was a lexicon of fashion in America, and she depicted, you know, almost every aspect of it that I can think of.
You know, I have to be honest, now that you put it that way, it looks good in my eye. Initially, I was like, what is going on here? What kind of jackets? But you know, the thing is, that just makes you understand what fashion is. It's not just about what you see on the surface. It's the deeper meaning to what they're wearing. Let's take a look at the next look that we have today Serena Williams. We love Serena Williams. This is Gucci that Serena Williams is actually, you know, putting on today. That jumpsuit, that camel toe, that bodysuit, that cape, that hair, that makeup. Black women have a certain tone to their face. And if you do not understand how to make a black woman up, she could really end up looking faded. And I think that's also one of the issues that we saw at the Met Gala with a lot of the black women who came in. The lips were just not, it just was not blending. This hair, in 2021, we have frontals. We have 360 lace wigs, and a stylist felt like, oh, I'm gonna give her a closure that is obviously a closure because it's bulky. Come on. I mean, I'm hurt. It's not that expensive. I'm hurt.
I want to pass the baton to Vitus because I love her, and I feel like I don't want to talk against like my black sister. So I'm just
Babe, honestly though, what do you think about this?
I can do this for you.
Thank you.
Let me help you out. Okay.
Oh, let's not forget the salsa shoes, by the way. The shoes are dance shoes.
See,
FYI.
all I can see is the chantilly.
Look at those shoes. Look at those shoes.
I have a problem with the fit, though. I feel as if enough time was not given into the fit of this. Maybe they just took it up and just wore it, and now, okay, start going, and you'll be with. But at the end of the day, I feel there's
Start
a color.
going and borrow a rug from your house.
It came out. You couldn't hold it in. You couldn't hold it in.
You guys see it, please. Okay, the chantilly, I feel, is a representation of the burlesque dancers in America. If we are thinking about that, there's a burlesque, so there's then with the coat, I feel is a representation of possibly sexuality in America also.
Okay.
So she's just trying to.
And then the stars bring it home.
Yes.
Bring it home, yeah.
Exactly.
But the hair,
Exactly.
the face, the lips. What does that do for us? It reminds us of what our aunties wore in those days and how wigs have evolved.
There's a possibility she took this look from a Hollywood movie or a Hollywood film.
Now, when you put it, let's move on. I can't deal. Let's move on. I can't. If I keep looking, I keep talking.
Hollywood movie like what? Sin,
Exactly.
Sin and the City?
Yeah.
Sin City?
So,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Whoopi
Grandma
Goldberg. I don't even understand. One would think, I don't even know where to begin.
No, this Whoopi, don't expect a lot.
Don't expect much, right?
Yeah.
No, don't say don't expect a lot.
Yeah.
That's how that's
Yes.
how, like she came through the way she always comes through. It's like saying Erykah Badu. They would always come through the same.
No. But the thing is,
It's,
okay, you have a point though, Whoopi does dress like this. I mean, this is Whoopi. I feel she could show up like this for a movie premiere.
she
what
would.
I said,
That's what I'm
not
saying.
Yeah, okay, you have
don't
a point.
expect something
That's why I
Yeah.
mentioned
Yeah.
yes. Thank you.
Regular.
That's why I said
or
it's like
something
Erykah
Yeah.
Badu.
Yeah,
They would
just
just show up the
Yeah.
same. They don't care how you feel. This is
Yeah.
what they love. They're gonna wear it.
Okay, so
Like
Whoopi doing Whoopi.
and I Winter.
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll just show
Really.
up.
Well,
What you need there is just their presence.
let's
Really?
move on to the next look. I think that should be the next person we have is, I think it should be Kendall. Let's take a look at the next person. No, actually, it is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Tax the rich.
It's like, you know what? This is a formal event, but let's make it
a
this
social.
is a social event, but let's make it formal.
So, yeah, formal and still have, you know, a lot of address social issues like taxation. You know? So,
No,
yes.
This was lovely, and it was definitely one of those outfits that was a statement on the carpet. There were lots of
Yes.
those.
Yes, it was a statement. I did love it. I had a bit, you know, I had mixed feelings at some point because in front, the fit wasn't perfect. Maybe
Yes.
from some angles, you know, but well, it's her, she's the one, and that's what she's comfortable with. And I just concluded that as a congresswoman, of course, we're not expecting her to come in all sheath style dresses
True.
as well.
True. But Emma,
So-
speaking about the fit, you know, I noticed this is another issue because for me, some would say, "Oh, Kachi, the dress is too tight," but in my eye, it just doesn't fit.
Thank you. It's
Is,
not,
is that normal? Like some dresses
No.
just don't fit. I'm sorry to
Yes.
bring this up. Some people are going to like absolutely murder me on social media, but Meghan Markle's wedding dress was one of those dresses that I felt just did not fit. You know?
ding, 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 ding.
This dress, I think, does not fit right.
Yeah, you know, maybe because we feel when a dress should fit, it should sit on the body.
It should sit on
You know,
the,
they
it should
say,
be,
yes,
you know.
you train the body for the dress,
Yeah.
not the dress for the
Coming from a
body.
designer's angle, and I work with different set of people. Take for instance, Kachi.
Yes.
Oh God, don't,
They don't want it
It-
to be
it-
don't
tight.
put
yes.
me on blast.
For Kachi, it needs to fit.
For Kachi, you gotta
It
cinch
needs
the
to
waist.
fit.
Yes.
You have to cinch the waist. But there are other clients who decide
don't want
no,
it
they don't
to.
want that. They just want to be comfortable and be able to walk. If
What do you mean that I don't walk?
Yes, no. Not walk, breathe. They want to be able to breathe, eat a
and
little.
walk. They should be
like-
able to walk
like-
because some people feel it's too tight by your knee and they might
Thank
be
you.
unable to climb the stairs.
Even if
and
it's
all.
not the
So
knee,
all
even
those
you know in the
considerations
midriff
are quite
area,
important for
they
them.
could feel like I'm not able to eat and I want to be able
Yeah,
to eat.
Can I
or
be
they can
honest?
sit. Yeah.
I don't want to eat.
I want to drink.
I don't want to drink.
I just want to look great.
I don't want to breathe. I don't
Yeah.
even want to walk. Let that dress
sit.
sit. What?
Let it sink.
Let's move to the next designer. Oh, this is Kendall. This is Kendall.
You're
Kendall.
saying, oh,
This is beautiful, by the way.
I had an issue with it.
thank you.
Yes. I'm tired of seeing Kendall every time in this.
It's
But
beautiful, but
It's-
okay.
It's beautiful. She took it out from a Hollywood movie
Thank
also.
you. Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So old Hollywood glam, I can see it here,
Yeah.
but that's about it. It's Kendall. She could push for more.
Yeah.
Like if you have all the designers falling all over you,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely can push
It's
for
just,
more.
I just
You
think
can-
this is her comfort zone and she just
Thank you.
decided
She
to be
just
very
decided to do
comfortable.
that.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at the next piece. I thought this was actually going to be the one that would wow you. But
No.
what is up with this new trend? This is Zoe Kravitz, by the
Yes,
way,
this naked-
of this bikini inside, swimming, whatever, bodysuit inside,
Can you
and
talk
sheer
about
dress.
American history without the beaches?
Yes.
True, the
Yes.
beaches. That's
you have
the
to go
big
to
deal.
the beaches, to the water side. So I
And
think
all
she
of
was
that.
trying to
Show
show
us
this
what-
off. Yes.
Okay.
Swimwear.
Okay.
Covering for swimwear.
Okay. Well, I have to be honest. This was the safest outfit that she could have possibly worn because she has a great body for it.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at. Oh, by the way, that's Channing Tatum, her boo. Let's take a look. Yes, that is Channing Tatum.
The men didn't do so much this time.
Oh,
around.
God.
I
They
mean,
didn't
come
do-
on.
I liked Kid Cudi.
Yes.
did like
Timothy
him.
Chalamet did good as well.
Yeah,
Who do we have
not
coming
really.
up next? Let's see. This is Margaret Qualley. She's an actress.
yes.
I felt this is Chanel, by the way.
Yes.
And I didn't
Quaker
like
girls. Quaker.
Yeah.
The Quaker girls.
Okay.
We talked about lexicon of fashion.
Okay, you're right. Yes.
Yes.
The thing is, I keep looking at that.
people,
Yes.
you know, the puff. And so the only thing missing is that it's white and there are no black detailing somewhere.
Yes.
But yeah, I can, and then she has on boots. So there's a perfect marriage.
I think that's the only thing I like there.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what you like, but this is quite representative.
Yeah.
I could think of, like, just see her and think of like a Quaker girl. All she needs is like a Quaker boo beside her.
Okay, this makes sense now because, I mean, of course, if you're not going to wear that anywhere else, that's fine. Let's move on to who we have next. Grimes. Another stunner.
Yes.
She
So I can talk about this dress.
Yes, you can.
I can talk about this look. So she said it was inspired by something she would like to call Dune-esque, drawn from the Dune movie. And that mask actually is an original. So she loaned it from the movie set. And this dress took 900 hours to put together. 900 hours, you know, in total. All of that detailing, it's literally like laser cut, and it was placed piece by piece, and this was dyed to create this the chrome. Yes, that transition, you know, going on there. But it is very, very, very much her. Very much her. Even the shoes, it's her. And then the sword was actually made from melted guns, like the material. It was made from like melted metal from guns. So yeah,
She definitely
it's her.
showed up.
She brought game. And this is also another piece that I would say reminds me of like seeing futuristic fashion or fashion evolution, and where most people haven't gotten to yet.
Would we ever get there? But let's be honest, if this dress was on anybody else, maybe with a really beautiful updo and regular makeup, this is actually a lovely dress that you could wear.
The designer of this dress is
Iris Van
literally
Herpen.
Yes, she's one of my favorite designers currently. You know, because there's just something delicate about every piece that comes out with her. Everyone that was at the Met Gala dressed by her stood out. Hailey Steinfeld to Tessa Thompson. They were glorious to be.
You're right about that. So
yeah.
Grimes is definitely an A+.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the next
Oh,
celebrity.
and did you see that the boots match her hair color?
They did, purple. So Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Shawn Mendes, nakedness, that is definitely American.
Very.
That is definitely.
Especially when they're like skinny men.
Yes.
I want to show you the skinny chest.
Yeah, I think Shawn Mendes just put on a leather jacket. But Camila Cabello, that's her right there in purple.
Yeah.
Mermaid. The sea. I'm trying to because think of the hair, the Caribbean hair, the whole purple eye. I think gypsy as well.
Okay, if she had on bangles, maybe I would think so.
Yes.
If she had on
Yes.
jewelry that was a bit more showy, maybe I would think so. But I would give maybe the crop. We can't really talk about American fashion without crops. They love crops. They love to show their midriffs and all.
Okay,
So,
next look. Let's wrap it. Ooh, so Debbie Harry.
Yes, Debbie
now
Harry.
she is
Zach
definitely
Paulson.
Exactly. She's a leader of a band, by the way, lead
Yes.
singer for Blondie.
Yes.
I think a lot of people don't like this look, but they forget that this is a woman that was a big deal in the 70s. This is a woman that is representing her era.
And she really, for me, she came through. I love the integration of the colors. Interestingly, you wouldn't really expect it to come off this way. And then she had the denim, she had the red and white going there, but instead of it to just be like bland, it came in that whole ball form. And it was beautiful. For me, I really loved it. And I think she carried it well. For her age, she like killed it.
The representation of colors really works for me, and the use of denim. I
Thank
have to
you.
point that. I feel this just depicts the American flag.
Even the hair color, you know her
so-
blonde.
yeah,
It's like,
it
that's
just
the American dream girl.
it just
Yes,
depicts the hair
exactly.
everything.
Well, we have one final look before we wrap this up. Real quick, who do we have? It's Kiki Palmer. I think we can wrap up with Kiki. She
Yeah.
did good. She
did-
played safe.
She did a wonderful job. For me, what I see bling, I see Diana Ross. I see Michael Jackson.
I
in
see
this
Whitney
look.
Houston as
Yeah.
well.
Yes, Whitney
I see
Houston.
I see a
so
lot of
she was able to
musicians in
represent
here.
all those musicians into one because of Michael Jackson's globes were constantly shining.
Yes.
They were,
No.
then with the
Yes.
hair, I think she
Yes, that was
she
Diana.
Diana Ross's.
The makeup reminds
Yes.
me of Whitney as
Yes,
well.
Whitney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, she definitely, guys, I have to say a big thank you
She broke it.
for joining me on the show today. This was so much fun. Emma Moloku Seve, thank you for joining me to take
Thank
a
you
look
for having
Thank you
at the
for
biggest
having
looks
me.
from the Met Gala.